What up? What up? What up? What up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Uh, y'all have to bear with me today. Got my birthday. A whole lot going on over here. With this Falcon Friday HighNoon Madness season finale. We're gonna be getting at you about a couple of things. Previewing the last game of the year. Closing out this with this last episode. You know what I'm saying? Uh, putting the first, perspective on what's really actually truly going on instead of what these talking heads are saying what's going on. You know, and see what's happening to the people.
What's happening, y'all? Y'all already know what it is. We finna get this thing popping. Get this show finale going on. It's gonna be a doozy.
Yeah,
Damn it.
yeah, going on and on and on and on. You know, folks running around here. You know, giving out bad reports, false reports. You know, putting out their wish list as reports. Uh, you know, uh, just for uh, realistic promo sake,
Mm-hmm.
people don't believe anything that had the word Marino NFL on it. It's not a source. It's not credible.
Please.
It ain't. And he sucks.
He already
he's
been bombed
he,
out by Sarah.
he's a, he's a tweeter. It is
Right.
all he is. He's a tweeter.
Look,
Okay.
Sarah Ryan already done bombed him out, so we ain't worried about his punk ass.
Yeah. Give a shout out to my family and all those peeking in and watching when they can. You know, both my nieces. You know what I'm saying? A couple of my nephews, a few folks I went to school with. Everybody in the chat. Smooth 78. Uh, Zone 3. What's happening? Maurice Martin. Good to see you. Pat Norris. Good to see you. Hey, Sonya.
Hey, Miss
Hey, how you
Wayne.
doing? Um, but yeah, this felonious belief that every enemy is going to be our office coordinator next shit. And stop it, y'all, stop it. Y'all upset now about the so-called lack of usage of our running back. If Airbnb becomes our office coordinator. Oh, okay, watch what happens. You see what's going on in Washington.
Mm.
You know, um, we are. This game with the Saints. You know, um, we just got to take care of our business and let the chips fall where it may. Um, we're going to be. Uh, we should see a good amount of everything: passing, running, passing, running, passing, running, passing, running. You know what I'm saying? And we should see this $100 million defense in full effect. On with it, being the last regular season game, and pretty much all of what of the marbles that are left are on the line. Um, you know, it's there's been a lot to go on, you know what I'm saying, the media this week. Everybody's, taking Cordell's tweet and running with it and then talking about Arthur's losing the locker room. No, sir. No. It is
No,
far from that. It is far from that.
no.
It is far from that. is far, 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 far from that. You know, you got a locker room full of guys that came here because of him. You know what I'm saying? The veterans in the locker room are firmly behind Arthur Smith. Um, and whatever decisions and choices that he makes to try to lead this team. Um, and as I saw last night, interviews guys in the locker room and everything from last week to this week in the facilities, what I'm saying, during practice. The guys are on one accord. And it's all in the same notion, in the same mind. We got to play, what I'm saying, fundamental discipline football. And they
Mm-hmm.
haven't done that consistently this year, and everybody knows it. So all this crap and all this, felonious talk, all this smoke and mirrors about, saying that y'all trying to present any narrative that's gonna what y'all presume is help to get Arthur out the door. Once again, newsflash: Arthur's gonna be here for 24, probably 25 as well. Um, you know, is the process, people. And I care nothing about the, what I'm saying, this social media world of football and how everything is under a microscope. This is still football. And there's just some things you cannot skip. The process is just that, a damn process. And there's just some corners you can't cut with player development. Shit's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Bad play is going to happen. The
That
thing
part.
is, it's what you take from it, what you learn from it. You know what I'm saying? If it's going to continue to be bad, I would understand if we were 2-12 or 1-14, with all the bad things that are happening, all the, what I'm saying, um, gut wrenching mistakes that have been made. We're still in the middle of the road with a chance to get out the middle of the road onto our road. But see, a lot of y'all don't look at it that way. Y'all look at it with the glass half empty, or almost all the way empty. You know, and get it. Some players on the team you may not want on the team. Some guys that are on the coach staff or that is coaching the team, you may not like them or whatever the case may be. Um, but the realistic reality of the matter is, you want to talk about lost locker room. Fire Arthur Smith and see what happens.
Oh,
Watch what happens. Fire Arthur Smith and see what happens. Because that's exactly what's gonna happen. You're gonna lose your entire veteran presence. You know, we have to understand that when you're in learning a system, in learning, what I'm saying, the scheme, and learning how to play your position. What I'm saying, there are some learning curves that are longer than others. You know. Oh, and by the way, uh, it's gonna be that bottle of Heineken at QB1 on Sunday.
mhm.
It is what it is. He's taped up. He's juiced up. Um, he's moving around. You know what I'm saying? He had a full practice on yesterday, full walkthrough this morning. So, you know what I'm saying? Heineke is gonna be QB1. It is what it is. Um, you know, let me see. Did I cover Cordell? Yeah, Cordell Patterson. Um, he didn't, what I'm saying, this voice anything that any other player that, what I'm saying, that's been frustrated or, what I'm saying, been at that point, what I'm saying, in the season. What I'm saying, like others said, him and CP have conversations daily. So y'all really need to, what I'm saying, get off of it, what I'm saying, and get off that, get off that narration that there's a loss in the locker room and all this, that, and the third. It's not. This locker room is firmly behind this coach because trust and believe. If that was of any type of real notion in the front office, in the owner's office, you know what I'm saying, in the owner's office, yeah, Arthur would have got fired, you know what I'm saying, 4 or 5 games ago.
Dan Quinn.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to push narratives, y'all need to be, face something that a lot of y'all don't like to do, reality. And look up under the surface instead of just, you know what I'm saying, taking the surface and, instead of opening the book. You know, anything you want to, you know what I'm saying, cross reference with that?
I mean, look, I know I've stated this, millions of times, and I'm gonna state it again. You fire Arthur Smith, and this is what's gonna happen. Just like Sam said, you're gonna lose all these veterans that we have. So what's gonna replace those veterans? Rookies and other players that are not up to that caliber. What's that gonna do to the play on the field? That's going to dwindle down tremendously. So let me paint this picture real quick.
While you
Yes,
paint that picture, I'm gonna go ahead and help folks sing "Happy Birthday" to Grandma.
go ahead. So look at this picture. Yes, we won. We've gone 7-10, 7-10. We have. I mean, so we had a possibility of going 7-10 again if we lose this game. But in 2 of those 3 games, well, in 2 of those 3 years, we've had a chance to, to win the division. But we haven't been close to, even touching this division in the last 5 years. And to be honest, if we just tweak a little, just a couple of things, situational, play calling, yes, that needs to be addressed. But that's not the only thing that needs to be addressed. Everybody needs to be held accountable for what they are or what they're not doing on the field. But you fire Arthur Smith, we're going back down in the tank. Period. I mean, we right there, literally right there. Now, you tell me what coach or what organization had to completely overhaul a whole organization, a whole roster. Yeah, we shouldn't start over. I don't want no. We're not starting over because if we start over, like to me, it won't really matter because you think the fans are unhappy now, bruh. If we start all over, it's gonna be time 20. I'm no, nope. I'm not doing it. I'm not willing to sell my soul to the devil just to get a magic bean. I'm sorry. I can't do it. They finna riot. We lose, man. No, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. The fans are gonna be throwing a parade in the streets. We're basically gonna be in turmoil, and then it's gonna be an uproar because we don't know what we it's like man Mike has said, earlier on this week. We finally found our identity in this team. And it's all because of that man right there, Arthur Smith, Terry Fontenot, Arthur Blank. They've given us Ryan Nielsen, Jerry Gray. They finally given us the blueprint of what type of team we can build. And if you fire Arthur Smith, you can throw that blueprint out the window. Because we're going to go back to the bullshit that we just got out of.
And we not doing that.
We ain't doing that.
We ain't doing that, man. We ain't doing that. Look,
Sam,
you
I
know,
don't need no
y'all
magic
can be
beans
all
over here.
upset, and I mean, okay, like I said in my opening monologue, we, bad play has happened. You know what I'm saying? And it was gonna happen when you have the amount of rookies and second year players, what I'm saying, still trying to learn how to be, what I'm saying, in their position.
That's
And like
football.
and like I said the other day, the mindset and expectation of this fan base, which is utterly ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Um, it makes no sense to make the playoffs unless you 13-4 or 17-1 or 15-2. Why is that? Why is that? The season ain't over until it is over.
Mm-mm.
Until you monkey duck fools out here, you know what I'm saying, worried about draft status. You worry about draft status when the season is over with.
Thank you.
Why y'all out here trying to relive your Vic-itis freaknik? Okay, because I'm gonna tell you something. Penix ain't it.
He ain't it.
That kid in LSU ain't it.
Too late
Caleb
now.
Williams damn sure ain't it.
Mm-mm.
Okay, JJ McCarthy is not it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Y'all want to pin your wheels to what you think would be good. Listen up. That boy in LSU, I'm talking about a wet paper bag way more than he do. And you trying to put him at quarterback in the division. I'm sorry, have you not seen Bryce the Christ over in Carolina? Hmm. See, this is what happened when y'all don't pay attention to the NFL and all you watch is Falcons football. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all take a highlight or two that you done seen and say, see, he a better quarterback. Okay, well, pull up the video on the other 75% of the what I'm saying, film on other than that play. Pull up the video piece on the interception he threw, or the fumble, or the bad throw, or the train wreck. You know what I'm saying? Or look at the third down not conversions. Okay, like I said on that boy from Washington. Okay, go look at the Arizona State game, Washington State, the UCLA game. It'll tell you a whole lot more than what you saw. Okay, because if you've done your homework on Texas, yeah, Texas got one of the better fronts in the country, but that back end is garbage.
Trash.
That back end, that Texas defensive backfield is garbage.
Trash.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to come on with the come on. And all of y'all that keep bringing up Kirk Cousins' name, I'm sorry. What GM, what front office, what team in their right mind is going to place money on a ruptured Achilles, partially torn ACL, and a hairline fracture in the ankle? Who gonna put money in it? Who gonna put money in it? And I don't care if he did look good against us. Justin Fields, no sir. I want
Tell
no part of nothing that wants to run the ownership to go tell on the coach staff when they trying to teach him how to be a quarterback, learn pocket presence and read defense.
I don't need no dry
I don't
snitching
care what
in.
he looked like against us. I don't care. When you've only won 10 games in 30 what 36, 37, 38 tries,
Yep.
stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me.
Snitches get stitches.
Stop playing with me. You know, look, our work is set up, you know what I'm saying, for Sunday. Point blank, we got to win. We got to win, period, point blank. And hope for some pixie magic, you know what I'm saying, in a few other places, in a couple of games around the league, most notably, you know what I'm saying, Tampa and Carolina. Carolina win, we win the division. Okay, that basically what it's come down to. You know, we got to run it. We got to take our shots. We got to run it. We got to play stiff defense. We got to get off the field on third down. You know what I'm saying? We got to extend drives. We got the flip field position. Cool. Need to hit on everything. Extra points, field goals, whatever, everything. Okay. And I'm gonna say it one more time because it bears repeating. Um, any tweet or any type of report that has a Marino NFL on it as the source of the article or information,
Mm-mm.
swipe left, swipe right, whichever way to get it off the screen, uh, delete, whatever. Nothing's credible off that name. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing's credible. You know. So when it's pretty much a done deal on this. Um, like I said, I'm over here. I had to get this in with y'all. I'm sorry it's gonna be a little short. Um, what I'm gonna do is let Ant, you know what I'm saying, toe the fort for the rest of the way. Um, for the rest of the
Uh,
stream, cause I got to, you know what I'm saying, do some things over here. And again, Merry New Year. And if by chance everything works out Sunday, we'll be doing a special playoff edition of, what I'm saying, Falcon Friday High Noon Madness. But for the most part, this is the season finale. And and take it away.
Oh, what the hell? Oh, I, hey, I'm gonna just say we need our defense to show up and show out this game. We don't need a repeat of what happened last week. Um, David Anyamata, he finally back. I mean, I'm gonna need him clog that middle up. And cousin Bud and Big O, Zach Harrison. I'm I'm gonna need for y'all to push that pocket. Make him start seeing ghosts. But yeah, it's all or nothing. I mean, we got to put up or shut up. We have to play every like our lives is on the line this game. Yeah, Corey, that's facts. And I mean, if I'm being honest, I'm not scared of them. I got more faith in our defense than I do their defense because in the past weeks they haven't been able to get to the quarterback. Now us, despite us losing games, we've gotten to the quarterback. So, but I'm gonna just say whether we win or lose, it's going to be a very entertaining offseason. I can tell you that for sure because there's going to be a lot football lives on the line on this team due to not being productive on the field. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, a lot of people going to get uncomfortable this offseason. This is look. Listen, what I'm telling you, bro. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to get their feelings hurt this offseason because no matter which way you go, somebody's going to be mad about the decision that they make. Whether whether you keep Arthur Smith, fire Arthur Smith, whether It don't matter whether you pay AJ Terrell this 5th-year option or not. Whether we keep Okuda or not keep Okuda. We have there are a lot of decisions that have to be made this offseason to set up what could be a bright future for this team. Like I said earlier, they've already printed out the blueprint. They've shown us the foundation. We've built we started building the foundation. Now all we got to do is build the first floor and the second floor, and then we can strive to get to that next level. But you can't get to that next level until you can take care of what's down here, what's on the ground. If your ground is shaky, then the whole house gonna fall. I don't care what the hell you build your house out of. So, and by me saying that, if we fire Arthur Smith this offseason, now we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board again, might I add, just to get back to this point that we're already at. We're already in the middle of the process. If you fire Arthur Smith, then now we're gonna have to backtrack and go. We're gonna have to backtrack, take another route. And if you have, let me hold on. Yeah, me personally, I think Jeff is gone. If you, yeah, I mean, look, Southside. I'll be honest. I was advocating for him to, for him to stay here, but putting these young pups in, Clark, you know, Clark Phillips, uh, DeMarco Helms, D. Alford, players like that, they are really stepping up. And they're showing that they are worth, a second contract. Especially D. That's my guy. He done came all the way from the Canadian League. And he's turned heads, bro. Like, for real. So, and what I would do, because we got to keep our technician on this on our team. We got to keep AJ. And then what I would do, draft another cornerback in the maybe third or fourth round, somewhere around there. Let him groom, and, bring him along slowly but surely, and then I would, because we definitely need another. We need somebody in the middle, for especially for insurance policy for if Calais if he decides to retire and then until Grady comes back. So that's two that we need. And then we also need an edge rusher, maybe a linebacker, eh, maybe a safety. It wouldn't help. I mean, yes, this is true. He started, he started playing a lot better. That's facts. But for me, I need to see more of that. You know, he has to show me that he can play like that for a long period of time, not just a few games. What's going on, John? How you doing, bro? But and then also Southside, he's only I think we signed him to a 2-year contract. So he might be here for he'll be here, but I still would go out and get a cornerback in the draft. Like I'd rather stack up. Corey, um, I would say yes, but from what Jerry Gray and Ryan Nielsen, as well as these position coaches have shown me, they can develop. So I'm not worried about that, especially on defense. I'm not worried about them, about the development of our young players on defense because as long as you're showing me that you're willing to learn and you can get it, then the learning curve is not going to be that big. Do you think Landman going to start in Troy's spot next season? Well, look, Bobby Boy Zone 3. We've talked about this. Me, Sam, the heavy hitters. A lot of people on our panel. That I think what's going to happen is we're going to move Caden Ellis down to edge, and then you can move Troy, over to I think that's the real linebacker. So, and then because most of the time sometimes we'll use two linebackers and an extra safety as a linebacker. But I need Troy in my lineup because his potential is through the freaking roof. And Caden Ellis with his hand in the dirt, bruh, I seen what he's capable of in New Orleans rushing the passer. Bruh, he brings it. Hey, Miss Pam, how you doing? Yeah, Bobby Boy Zone 3. Go look at New Orleans defense. You can just really go look at last year. Last year. No, yeah, last year when he was in New Orleans, and and watch how he rushes the passer um, on the line. Like him playing as a linebacker, he's good, but he's even better. Terrence Polite. Who do you think will be a good offensive coordinator? You know, to be honest, I don't really care as long as they can enhance what we've already built here on offense, on our identity that we want to be physical, we want to punch you in the mouth, but we also want to be exotic and in the passing game. But one thing I need, I understand that Bijan is the star and all that, and he's the first round pick. I get it, but I need my finisher in the game. Tyler Algier has to look. We have to use Tyler Algier more. He, whoever the offensive coordinator will be, he has to be willing to use Tyler Algier more in the middle of the field between the tackles and in the red zone. That has to be a key. And then also we have to outside of McCole Pruitt, we have to utilize our tight ends more. I want to see John Fitzpatrick 6'7" frame in the red zone because nobody's going to out jump John Fitzpatrick. I know that for a fact. He can high point the ball, at a pretty good clip. So Ken Dorsey, I mean, hey, that sounds good, Corey. I, let's see. Pamela Johnson, I am doing wonderful, Big Ant. I'm glad to see Troy Anderson back. I am on the train headed to NOLA. Hey, Miss Pam, look, I hope you have fun, be safe as always, and go out there and root for our team, man. That's all. That's all I ask. And I'm super excited to have Troy back. That's been my guy ever since we drafted him, man. Like he is something else. Maurice Martin, Atlanta will get there. Just got to be patient. These are facts. We've been preaching this point all season. Do we want to get up here to the mountaintop? Yes, we all do. But if you don't go through this shit now, all these growing pains and you know all this, you don't know, or you don't you don't know where the offense is going to go, and this and that, and situational play calling and stuff like that. If you don't go through this now, then you're not going to know how to get through it later. Like you have to be patient in football, period, because everything is not going to come to you, on a silver platter, or you have to grind. You have to go out there and get it. If you don't get it, nobody's gonna give it to you. You have to put it in the work. But if as Atlanta fans, we have to get out of this mindset of I want everything right now. Right now. I gotta have this right now. I understand we still hurt with all this everything that we've been through. Trust me, I I'm still hurt too. So I get it, but we have to, we got to put all that shit behind us, bro. Like we got to stop being petty to this team. They don't deserve this. Like 90% of these guys that's on this team have not, have they are not, any they have nothing to do with what happened in the past. So why are we bringing what happened back then to this team now? Now, with that, I'm not saying that we have to follow blindly with everything that they do. There is something called constructive criticism, but there has to be a line. Wherever that line is, don't know. So let's see. But what kind could fit. He called plays before he is the passing game coordinator for the Niners and has been a quarterback coach. Okay, Corey. Hey, we all know that having experience is a major key in this game. So if he can bring what he's done here, then okay, I'm all for it. But what I don't want is for somebody to come in with a big head and start trying to change shit. Now we got a problem. Let's see. You asked for a change, and this is part of it. That's facts. Matt and Julio aren't coming back. These are facts. I mean, to be honest, they was clamoring for Matt's job from the time we drafted him. So we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. And look, that Falcons for life. You missing what I'm saying. I've said that we
No,
needed to.
he ain't missing. He just totally absent. Okay. Cause he skips the part where what I'm saying. Yeah, when the players don't execute, they skip all that, and then automatically it's something wrong with the scheme. It's something wrong with the play call. See that's what he's on. That's what he always been on. See, he one of them ones that don't acknowledge, what I'm saying, poor player execution. When the players don't execute the plays as called like they're supposed to, or run the routes like they're supposed to, or be where they're supposed to be to block, you know what I'm saying, or do whatever it is they're supposed to do on the damn play, but and then the play not work. And the first thing they want to holler is bad play calling or something wrong with the scheme, and it be far from it. Cause see, then the first thing they want to holler, well, it don't make no sense to have all this talent and we playing like this. And then when I asked questions such as, well, do you think Joe Montana started out in Joe Cool? Did you think Peyton Manning started out at the Sheriff? Oh God, no. The Sheriff was garbage in his rookie year.
He was
Do you think Troy Aikman started out as one of the integral parts of the triplets? Oh God, no, because he went 1-15, couldn't throw Stone Mountain in the ocean in his rookie year. But again, like I continues to say, by some of y'all's logic, Falcon for life. After that rookie year, Troy Aikman shouldn't have played another down. After that rookie year, Peyton Manning shouldn't have played another down. After Joe Montana's rookie year, which they only won 2 games, he shouldn't have played another down by y'all's logic. The way y'all been talking this year. There's no process to y'all's logic. If it don't work after 14 games, at 15 games, one season, scrap it and start over. This ain't Madden.
You know what? I'm glad you said that, Sam, because Falcons for life. I got a question for you. So say we bring in another coach, right? And they start fucking up too. Are y'all gonna have that same energy for them that y'all had for Art? I'm just saying. Because y'all been clamoring for it, we've all talked about his situational play calling and stuff like that. But is anybody talking about how people are dropping point blank passes?
Then they don't want to talk about how the roster turnover has been different for each of these 3 years. They don't talk about that. They just talk about the ending result of each year. They don't talk in context about those years and those situations from those years. It wasn't like he walked in here and it was all set up like it was for Serrano over in Philadelphia. Or, you know what I'm saying, you already had the offensive line already been together 3 years in Detroit. For Campbell. No. Arthur came into a total disaster and mess. Yes. We $100 million in dead cap.
A record. That was a record.
See, don't nobody talk about that. Well, we went 7-10 2 years in a row. We can't have that this year. I mean, so so what your expectation? Yeah, their expectations so out of this world. They run around here talking about we got generational talent. Not.
Nah.
We got some good pieces that have talent, but have to learn how to be NFL players at their position. But they don't want to have those conversations. What they want to do is blame Arthur Smith for the mistakes and the awful play of said young players, Ricky, and things of that nature.
Sam, check it out. Now Smith is paying us. You know what? I swear, bro. This shit is hilarious.
That's the things that they do when they ain't got nothing intellectual to say to back up the foolery that comes out of their brain.
So let me get this right.
Because see, I can tell. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You see, I can tell. He plays Madden with the trade restrictions off and the salary cap off, and he out there building super teams. You know what I'm saying? With the skill level on Ricky.
Oh, I get it. Everything is a piece of cake.
Yeah, it's all simple when you know what I'm saying, you're playing with no restrictions. You can trade anything for anybody, or you can go sign a free agent for little or nothing. You know what I'm saying? With no cap. See, that's his mindset.
Mm.
That fantasy
Okay.
football microwave BS.
So, Sam, I got a question for you then. In a head coach's first 3 years, would you rather go 7-10, 7-10, possibly 7-10, or would you go, let's just say 4-13, 5-12,
Well, if
three and
I'm speaking from the
14?
mindset of if I'm speaking from the mindset of this fan base, they would probably love to go 4-12 or 3-15. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh,
that means they could draft high and they can get one of these uh buffoonery as quarterbacks in this draft. Okay.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Instead of actually staying the course and building from the inside out, which means, fitting and foundation on the trenches. Because nothing works without it.
mm. So, when was the last time we actually won a division? Won the division? I'm just curious.
Uh I think it was either 16 or 18.
Oh, but we actually have a chance to win the division this year. Whether that's by default
It
or
ain't gonna
not.
do no good for us to win. It ain't gonna make it do no good for us to go to the playoffs. All they gonna do is mess up our draft status.
See, Sam, he walked right. See, he walked right into the trap. He said better than what we got now. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you for playing. You falling right dead smack into the trap. I mean, let's okay. The storyline before the season began was that the Saints were going to run away with this division.
Right.
The Bucks were going to come back down to earth, and we were hanging in limbo. So how are we fucking up when we're just trying to catch our footing?
Because we ain't catching our footing with the players that they want to be in here to catch our footing.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got it.
That's all. That's all
Got
that
it.
is.
I got it.
And we not doing it with, what I'm saying, and the mere fact that, you know, Arthur Smith, roughly getting out the starting blocks, what I'm saying, through these situations and getting to a point where we can start, putting things in place, actually getting viable free agents in here, you know, then automatically, just because we spend almost 150 million, what I'm saying, on the defense, we automatically supposed to win 17 games. And seeing as how we're not doing that, uh, it's get a petition, boycott the games, fire Arthur Smith, cut bait, cut everybody, and trade everybody, and start all over
Mhm.
again.
So
You draft, you develop, you win in that order,
in that order.
in that order, and you won't win until you develop. You know what I'm saying, guys? You know what I'm saying. You guys get. You know what I'm saying, progress into who they supposed to be at their position. But unfortunately, um, in this here particular situation, some of those pieces that y'all were calling generational talent have been exposed as to being phony.
You know where this dumbass. I swear, this shit is funny. Can't do nothing but laugh. So okay, look, John St. Clair asked Falcons for Life a question. How long do you think it took Tom Landry to get to 500 as the first time head coach of the Cowboys? And then he responded as where is it? He says, "Move on, my nigga. We in new times. That old shit don't work no more." I'm, Falcons for life. Who said we?
Yeah, and
Who's
and
trying
and
to
and if you
compare
and
them?
you go and look at Bill Belichick's first 3 seasons, and you know what I'm saying, in comparison, bro. Okay, all right. You see, y'all don't like to do homework. Y'all don't like to do. You just want to be right. You know what I'm saying? The push your, you know what I'm saying, little replace Arthur Smith narrative campaign, protest or
Yep.
whatever. So you know, work that out.
So now we delusional because so because we're choosing to support the person that's ahead of our fucking team, we're delusional. Well, give me the fucking picture then, because until he is gone, he has my support. And so you mean to tell me that none of them start off on the same level? Yeah, don't. Yeah, we appreciate you, bro. I hope you have a nice day. So, if, does anybody have any questions? Please put them in the chat, and I will try my best to answer them in a respectful manner. But until then, I'm gonna just say, look, I find it hilarious on how hurt people are.
Oh, Falcon for life. Don't go. Don't leave. Don't leave.
Mhm. Poor
Don't
little
leave
thing.
because we've said too much to utterly make your opinion just that garbage. Don't leave. Don't leave.
Poor little
You
diaper
know what I'm
baby.
saying? Yeah, I mean, the only person that's delusional right here is you.
You
Look,
call that
man.
a special type of diaper baby.
Right. Look. Um. Again, it's us and the Saints, and and it's gonna have to be us. Um. We're gonna have to play fundamentally sound, disciplined football. Period. Point blank.
Yes, sir.
Again, I'm over here, you know what I'm saying, celebrating my grandma's birthday. Um, y'all will see me and hear me again on Mad Monday with the OG on Monday morning. Um, the 14 eyes on this program. Let's get 14 likes. Uh, Share it out. Follow, friend, download. Oh, by the way, go by OGN TV and subscribe to my channel. Um, but we pretty much covered it all. And I like to give a good shout out to the resident old lineman and Big Ant, you know what I'm saying, for pretty much standing in for me today. And getting some good thoughts out there, getting some good points out there, you know what I'm saying, and getting and making it take me pretty good, pretty good. Again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all for, showing love and getting in here and being me dialogue on these programs. You know what I'm saying? It is Falcon Friday, High Noon Madness. And like I always say, you got to keep it real. You got to keep it dirty. You got to keep it ATL, and most notably, keep it real with yourself, because nothing will ever go right if you don't keep it real with yourself. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we out.
Peace.